In the 1900s, fishing was almost exclusively a man's vocation. However, there was one woman who bucked tradition and became one of the most sought-after fishing guides in Sanibel's history.
Now, is it true on Sanibel Island there used to be a sign, all our fishing guides are gentlemen except one, and she's a lady?
I guess.
How many years have you been a fishing guide?
Since I was knee-high to a duck.
Esperanza Woodring came from a fishing dynasty. Her mother was part of the Padilla family, descendants of Spanish Indians, a culture that was comprised of people from Spain, Cuba, South America, indigenous tribes, among other heritages. This fishing community produced some of the best fisherfolk known to work the waters around Southwest Florida.
My grandparents, they lived here forever. I don't even remember when they came to this country. My grandfather had what they used to call a fishing ranch, one on Cayo Costa, and one on Captiva, and one on Sanibel.
And those are the people who settled these islands?
Mostly, beside the Indians.
In 1917, at the age of 16, Esperanza married Sam Woodring of Sanibel.
My dad was working on Cayo Costa at the time, helping catch fish. That's where he and my mom met.
My husband used to go down there in the wintertime, and he used to guide at USEP, and he used to stay with my family. And that's where we got to know one another.
As newlyweds, Sam and Esperanza settled into their home on Woodring Point, the same house their son Ralph lives in today. They also started a successful fishing guide business, taking northerners around the waters of Sanibel. In 1942, Sam died, and Esperanza found herself on her own with her sons. She soldiered on to provide for her family and community, working as a fishing guide, cleaning lady, babysitter, and anything else that needed to be done.
She netted with other netters, guys that would have their own boat.
If she liked you, you could get in her boat and she'd put up with you all day long. Or if she didn't like you, she wouldn't take you at all because you got too smart-mouthed. There was a lawyer from Minnesota, had a big loud mouth, and so she took him out a time or two, and she had him up in the creek there in the mangroves. He had hooked his lure, I think, stood up, was scrambling out there trying to get it. She told him, wait a minute. And he fell the hell overboard. So he come back, and he told all his friends, and she pushed him in the water. And she said, if I ever get him in my boat again, I'm going to hit him with my poling oar.
In another job, Esperanza worked for the county, shuttling some of the island's children to school via boat.
And the county paid me to take the kids up here to the bus stop. And when the tide was real low, I couldn't get up there, so I'd have to tote them everyone on my back. And one day, this one girl, she started laughing and giggling, and I dropped her in the mud, and she couldn't go to school. And this one kid, he was always acting up, so one day I got mad at him, and I left him out on the oyster bar.
Esperanza passed in 1992 at the age of 91. The void she left is still felt by everyone who knew her.
But she was damn tough in all the different jobs and things that she did over the years. But she was a straight shooter, and she could look at you and tell what you're made out of. That's a quality that damn few people have. Not even me can do that. She was really, really special, and a lot of people found it out.
For more on this and other untold stories, go to WGCU.org.